sitting back in the lounge on a Friday night and it's quiet. Not a lot happening, not a lot of movement. And I didn't want to be upstairs. I told wifey, I'm going to go downstairs. Let me know if you want to come down. I mean, not let me know, just come down whenever she was doing a bunch of stuff. So she was like changing sheets and cleaning up. It's like nonstop, this whole stay at home mother thing. So I'm sitting here. And I'm thinking about what was I thinking about earlier today? Was I piggybacking off a Star show? A little bit. Thinking about how the rapper, the baby, was so rude to those two young men. And even after they told him they wanted $200 for the box based on what they can make in tips, and what happened? He still tried to teach them a lesson on you don't play people. Then we see the video of him and another girl or some woman, and he says to her, "Oh, you're the one from Instagram." So looks like it was totally staged, a staged event. I'm not impressed. Let me wipe the screen. And he gives supposedly this woman $1,000. He didn't even have the courtesy. He told her, "No, you keep selling your hats." Like, it had been nice of him to give this woman $1,000 and at least keep one hat. He could have put it on right there on the spot and said, "I'm gonna love this hat. Thank you so much." But instead, it was like a photo op. And then for this gentleman to then videotape himself just being so rude to those young men, I thought that was real trash. Didn't appreciate that at all. It reminds me of that Meek Mill situation when he snubbed those water boys with like a $20 bill. So interesting. And they videotaped themselves and they put it out there, which proves you only have yes men around you. You got all these yes men. Big wig. What kind of shades are those? These are Chazelle's. Chazelle. I've had them for many, many, many years. Can you see that? Many, 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 many years. The Chazelle on the outside is worn out. I've had these forever. See, this part is always messed up. Have to make sure it stays in. I've had it repaired like 4 times. And these are new. These lenses are new. I just got these lenses a few months back because the other ones have that, anti-glare, and the anti-glare wears out after a while, and it becomes very, it looks like somebody ran sandpaper over it after, it took about 5 years. But I've had these glasses, no exaggeration, over 10 years. I think it says very snazzy. That's me, Mr. Snazzy, all by myself on a Friday night, no one around. Nobody around. There's a part of me that feels like I should run in that gym, but I was up at 9 a.m. in the pool because I got a whole workout routine in the pool. You and Jeff Berwick love the glasses. I don't even know what that is. What's your thoughts on socialism and communism? Boom. Ask me anything. Okay, so I'm thinking the dollar vigilant, communism and socialism. Back in 1994, I was working for the number one health food store. They called it a supermarket, but it was only about 1,000 square feet. It's very small, but it was a health food supermarket. And this health food supermarket, there was there's one of the workers there, and he used to always have this book in his back pocket. And I said, listen, that's like the third day I noticed you have that book in your back pocket. What's the book about? And he's like, well, I'll tell you, if we can take our break together, I'll tell you what's the book about. And they never arranged for the breaks. We always had different time breaks. So maybe a week later, we were closing up the place together, and he was like, yo, you want to know about that book? And I was like, yeah, what's that book about? What's up? He said, I just don't want us to get fired if they see the book. And I'm like, whoa, nah, I really want to see this book. And the book was, I can't remember the name, but it was about socialism. And, I read a couple of chapters, maybe got to like the fifth, sixth chapter. And I was like, oh my God, what am I reading? It was just, at the time I was 21 years old, working my ass off in the health food supermarket as a stock person and a cleanup person. So I was stocking shelves and mopping and sweeping the floors and sweeping and mopping a bunch of rat crap down in the basement every day. It was insane, all the stuff I did. But you know what? I loved it. I didn't feel that I was working and didn't have any cause. I felt that this made me closer to the man that I wanted to be. I love getting paid. I love all that hard work I was doing. Hey, you. Look at you. You're looking really, really, really yummy tonight. I see you, baby. You jumped in the shower and everything. I smell you. You smell good. Oh my God. Can I show you on live? Why not? You look so good. Look at this. Boom. That's my baby. All right, let me see what else other people are writing. Let me see. Was it the Anarchist Cookbook? Might have been the Anarchist Cookbook. I can't really remember. I think I would have remembered that title. Check him out on Aubrey in the Dollar Vigilant. You will find him to be interesting. Okay, I'll check that out, Bigwig. And Stephen Ladner. Big Wig, Stephen Ladner. How you guys doing? Got Christine S. Big Wig again. So, I didn't get that whole, we all should be like able to live. We all should be able to, we should all prosper to some sort of equality that I was not. I didn't understand that because I remember that day when I first saw the S Class 500 Mercedes Benz, and how when the guy lowered the window, he only cracked it, you could just hear all the music. And then when he closed the window, it just was like silent. And I remember thinking, like, wow, this person is like living the dream. I want that car one day. And I think it's those kind of little things that motivate me to not look at socialism the way others do. Like, I don't want us all on a check. I want to be able to go somewhere, buy something, and sell it for the price that I know I can get for it. I wouldn't want the government telling me how much I can pay for something. What? You're telling me that I'm going to buy something, people are willing to pay a certain price for it, and now you're saying I can't do that. This happened during COVID. Wasn't there like a guy with a whole bunch of, what's this? This guy had like hand sanitizer. This guy had like a truckload of hand sanitizer, was selling it for like $15 a bottle, and they told him he couldn't do it. They like took him down. Like, what? If I got $15 and I want to spend it on this guy, overpriced hand sanitizer, I should be able to do that. See, socialism doesn't want you to do that. They want to be able to control that to protect the people from like price gouging and all these kind of things. But I get that protection that people might think is really necessary, but for me, I like to work hard. I like to get up and I like to put it in. We're talking 50, 60-hour weeks. When I was in the bar business, I was putting in 90 hours a week easily. Easy. So I got LJ here, and she's looking yummy. And I'm thinking about saying goodbye. Take a look at the ceiling. Boom. You are appreciated. Thanks for taking this little moment with me. And you had an opportunity for me to read the chat, which I almost never do, and answer your questions. Okay, wait, let me see. Someone agrees with me. Salute, Elvis. Which mayoral candidate would you prefer in New York City? I don't even know who's running. I don't watch any television. I don't listen to any news programs. I get my news through this guy called Brian from High Impact Vlogs, High Impact Flicks, High Impact TV, High Impact whatever's up there. That I get a lot of news from him. I also, but as far as like the daily news and what's going on in the world, I know nothing about that. LJ, do you know who's running for mayor in New York City?
Yeah, I know who won.
Wait. Someone won already?
Yes.
For New York City mayor?
Yes.
They voted.
Yes.
People voted.
Yes.
Boom. I'm so happy. I don't know any of this stuff. I'm living my life. I'm living in a beautiful, look at, I'm sitting down, relaxing. Despite who the mayor is, it all worked out. Someone just said Eric Adams. That's the black guy, Eric Adams, the cop, the ex-cop.
Yeah.
I met Eric Adams. He came to my bar. Remember when he came to the bar?
Been proven to be a resident of New Jersey.
He's been proven to be a resident of New Jersey
Yes.
for over 5 years? You don't know. But you see, that, what she knows there, I don't want to know. I don't want to know the drama about, I don't want to know any of that stuff. No one won yet. Somebody said no one won yet, love. You're out of the loop. Yes, thank God I'm out of the loop. He's not a resident of New Jersey. Uh-oh. Oh, that's Rob Lowe. He said he's not a resident of New Jersey. Listen, whoever the mayor is, I don't care.
Well, he won the primary. That's right.
He won the primary, so we're gonna have to vote for him and someone else.
Yeah.
Him and someone else. Okay, I'm open. I'm open to him and someone else. That makes sense to me. You guys look very happy. Big smiles. Yeah, yeah. I think the beers help too, right? Okay, okay, okay. He's not a resident of New Jersey. The guardian angel dude. Wait a minute. He's going up against the guardian angel dude. This dude Eric Adams. You hear this? The guardian angel guy, the guy who suffers from that thing where you have to have fame at all times, constantly needing fame, and didn't he stage a beatdown with a bat, and it was all a lie? New York is such a joke. Oh my God. Whoa. I'm so glad I know nothing about this. Yes, he did. That's Rob Lowe. Yeah. I remember that. I remember the Guardian Angels. They used to try to recruit anybody who would want to be down with them, but I thought it was absolutely ridiculous, you know? On the train with the tough faces, looking like very poor victims. You know, they all was very Hispanic too. So many Hispanic guardian angels. I used to be like, what's up with all these Hispanic guys? You know, and didn't he was married to Lisa Evers. Remember Lisa Evers? She's the one that does the Hot 97 on Sundays. Do they still do that anymore? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, life
What is that show?
on TV. She even has a show, right? Yo, and you know, time has not been good to her at all. Woo. Lisa Evers, talk about will crack. It did crack. He's got what does
Street
it say?
soldiers.
Street soldiers, yeah.
She still have like street soldiers going.
He got shot. What? Wait, let me read this. He got shot 5 times by John Gotti. Really? I don't remember that. He got shot 5 times by John Gotti. Wasn't it an attempted shooting by the son, John Gotti? Ooh, John Gotti Jr.? I don't remember. So much time has passed. It's amazing how this person like hasn't been convicted of a felony. I know he was audited many times. That organization is constantly getting audited. I remember that from 20 years ago, but you know, I guess everybody deserves a comeback, or this is just a way to get the Adams guy in, because I would not vote for that guardian angel dude. Never, ever. So, street soldiers on Fox, yeah? Time has not been good to that woman, respectfully. Mm-mm-mm. Do you remember
I do know Yank is running too. I think
Bernard
Yank.
Cortez? No, I don't remember this person. Let me see. Bernard Cortez. No. Do you know Bernard Cortez? Cortez, babe?
No.
No.
Bernard.
You know it's freezing in here, right? I know you gotta be cold sitting here. No, you good? I saw the thing. It says 60, 68. I think it says 68. Yeah, I guess they don't want people coming downstairs. They want to keep everybody stay in your room. Nothing to see here. Oh, look, I'm wearing this one again. Remember when I got this a year ago? I've been wearing it for like 2 days. I think I'm gonna go outside now. And what would I be doing? You want me to look at the moon?
Gigs.
Oh, we're gonna go look at the moon, aka medicate. That's what we tell our kids. Listen, children are medicating. Can you please give daddy a minute? He needs to medicate. Come on, come on. What's JMI?
I said TMI.
Too much information. Well, we're in a new culture now, so things are good. He was a New York vigilante. Oh, Bernard Getz. That's right, Bernard Getz. He was New York's vigilante. There was a kid. Wait, I was a kid when it happened. The movie Death Wish was based on his life. Would you ever space travel? I don't know if I would ever space travel, but I would definitely do what Branson just did, which is low orbit.
But Jeff
No,
Bezos is about to do it.
what? Space travel?
To orbit the Earth.
Yeah, but they're not leaving the Earth's atmosphere. They're not. They're not even going up. They're not even going up to the space station.
No,
Well, you're not even going up as high as the station. You got the stratosphere. You have the hemisphere. You have all these levels, and trust me, these people are not in space. They're floating around up there where it's like flows like water, allegedly. Up when you get that high, it's similar to like water. What's that whole thing?
that's what they're gonna call
As above, so below. Above and below, it's I
the
don't know.
layers.
No, there's a saying that these these gatekeepers use. As above, so below. It's the as above, so below concept. And when you go up that high, what you're reaching is some sort of like liquid, like some sort of liquid that's part of this possible reality generating machine that we're in. And this reality generating machine possibly, has this upper area right before you get to that space area, and I don't think they can get past that. Nobody was going past the what's that, the hyper belt, the Kuiper belt, what's the belt, the that surrounds the earth, that big, as you can see, I medicated earlier. um can't remember anything now. Let me see what else we got. Salute. The firmament. Well, I'm not even talking about the firmament, the troposphere. Ooh. Did you hear what you do space traveling? He was a New York vigilante. Oh yeah, Bernard Getz. I remember Bernard. Let's go back to Bernard Getz. I remember Bernard Getz. I remember being in school. I remember we used to travel on the train, my brother and I, from Brooklyn to Queens. I went to IS 77 in Jackson Heights, Queens, because my mother was trying to get my brother and I out of this like ghetto Brooklyn school that we were in. And what happened was, I remember that day distinctively when he shot those young men on the train. And one of them was like, "Give me $1." And Bernard Getz let them have it. All of them. Then he stood over one of them and laid and really put those bullets into him. I remember that. That was crazy. That was crazy. This guy totally snapped. Did you ever think about everything is a robot but you? Do you ever think that everything is a robot but you? No, I don't think that at all. I do believe that we have a lot of NPCs around us, these non-player characters. All you got to do is just start saying hello to strangers, and you'll see they don't know how to act. And I would think that those are more like meat suits than robotics. I don't think you open up these NPCs and find any electronics or any clone type bodies and skin and synthetics. I don't believe in that. But I can imagine there being massive amounts of NPCs out here that are running amok, and they all amongst us. And you can spot them with easy, light conversation. They reveal themselves as the non-player characters they truly are. One of the guys that got shot was a cab driver in the 90s. He told me the whole story. Okay. I believe it. You know, New York is a small world, and it's just like everyone is in these little bubbles. So it's very possible that you met the actual person. Here's an interesting story. When I was a kid, I went to a place called Spofford. And while in Spofford, I was right next to me a Hispanic and a black kid. And they were the Central Park joggers. 30 years into the future, I'm leaning up against the wall at my uncle's house. He's throwing his annual Christmas party, and who's to the left of me? That same black guy that we were in Spofford together. He's there with his girlfriend, who happened to be the secretary of the host of the party. So we're on the Grand Concourse on 106. What's Uncle Jose? 160.
7:30 or 9:30?
We're at 930 Grand Concourse. The building number is 930 Grand Concourse. And my Uncle Jose is throwing his annual Christmas party, and we're having a great time. Everybody's dancing, the DJ is popping, and then boom, right here to the left of me, I'm standing up against the wall, enjoying myself with a cocktail, and the same person that I was sitting in Spofford is standing right there with me. So I know all about these bubbles and how things just come around. And let me tell you this, I never mentioned it to him. I never said, hey, yo, you know, you and I was in Spofford together. No, I never said anything. I just, I bask in that memory of like, wow, how the tables have turned. Do I think we're in a simulation? I think that the word simulation is just a quick way of describing that what we do see is not what we necessarily get. So the simulation is just a layman's way of describing that. But I think wherever we're in, our brains couldn't even comprehend it. What did you do that got you into Spofford? Let me see. One of the guys that was shot was a cab driver. Okay, what did I do to get into Spofford? Well, I was only 15 years old, and it didn't take much. It just took the rounding up of anyone who fit the description back in those days. And if you were walking down the street with one or two of your friends, or even by yourself, it was a possibility that the cops would just grab you, snatch you up, and say, yo, that we got a robbery, there's a robbery on such and such street, and they're going to put it on you. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute, I'm only 14 years old, what are you talking about? And then they go, okay, good, you want to Spofford then. It was very corrupt, very evil. It was pretty disturbing what went on back then. Yep, the 80s. Yeah, man, the 80s was no joke. Tell us about your first and last physical altercation. My first and last, should I tell them about the altercation today at the Excellence? So I'm at Excellence to check on the excursion. The excursion is being fixed. And the excursion is being fixed, so I needed to check on. It's been there 1 month and 1 week, and I'm like, lady, I need to get my excursion. I have to get this stuff done. I'm opening up a bakery. This is a pivotal part of the bakery, and there's a guy with his Acura sitting right in front of. You don't know how to open the door? Yeah, they locked the door, I think, after midnight. So, wifey was being nice and wanted to open the door for a guest, but you didn't know how to open the door? Do you know now? Make sure you show me so I can know too. Oh, you just walk in front of it. You were looking for like a button to press, right? So I get to the place to get my excursion, or at least to question the management, like what's going on, what's the progress, where we at. And before that happens, there's a guy in an Acura, a very old Acura, all beat up Acura. And thank you for the sunglasses response. Nah, tell him about when Duke took your son's bike. No, I don't want to tell that story about the bike. Um, so this guy, he's like, I don't know, maybe 25, 26 years old, about 175 pounds, really, really fit, jail body, like did his push-ups every time he goes to jail and in between that. And I didn't know anything that was going on. I saw the boss was there. I said, "Hey, how you doing? I came here to check on my excursion. Let me know what's going on." She's like, "No problem. I'm just dealing with this really quickly." So what happened was the guy then looks directly at me, and he's like, "Yo, can you believe these people had me come here 3 different times, and they broke my side mirror, and today they fixed my side mirror, but they don't want to give me any money for his tolls and his gas." And mind you, he's recording. So I told it. So I didn't. Mind you, he's looking directly at me. He's including me in what's going on with the drama. And here's the backstory. The backstory is he got some work done on his car. Took him 3 weeks to pay them for the work that's going on the car. And in that 3 week period, his side mirror got broken. They told him, "Take your car. We'll call you when the new side mirror comes. We're gonna have to paint it, and we'll install it." So today they installed it. And then he's mad because he says 3 times and they didn't have it ready. So I asked the guy and says, "Yo, are you filming right now?" He says, "Yeah, I'm filming because I want to get a police report so that I can bring this to court." And I was like, "Oh no, he didn't even say that yet." But I said, "Are you filming?" He's like, "Yeah." I says, "Look, get the camera, face me." And I says, "Let me tell you something." He said, "What's up?" I says, "You're being petty and you need to step your money game up. You over here telling these people they got to pay you for gas and tolls. Who's going to do that?" And he's like, "Yeah, but if I start hooking off on people, then what's up?" And I was just like, what you need to do, instead of using your energy to fight your way through the world, what you need to do is concentrate on how can I make more money and how can I be a better person to everyone around me. So he goes, "You need to mind your effing business. You need to mind your business. You need to mind your business. Who's talking to you anyway?" And I was like, "Sir, you included me into this conversation. Okay, so you over here with your broke ass trying to have these hardworking people, giving them a hard time, blocking the entrance way, talking about you want to call the cops. Now, what do you need? Government to come help you? You don't need government." I said, "Listen, man, if you're the kind of guy who calls the cops," I said, don't turn the camera away. Keep the camera on me. If you're the kind of guy who calls the cops, then what does that say about you? You're over here like a woman calls the cops on her man. That's how you acting right now." Yo, he was steaming. So he looked like he wanted to come around his car and like confront me. So he looks me up and down. And then he goes, yeah, I did include you. I did include you." So he totally backed down. I was like, what? I'm in like the most cornball, even though the shades are very gangster. So it's like the shades, they just give me a little more strength. But look, I had the same, I'm going to show you what I'm wearing. I had the same exact thing on all day. Boom. With the shorts, tight shorts. Got the shoes and the bag. So whatever it was about this outfit, he changed his mind completely. He said, I didn't, you right, I did include you. I did include you. And I was like, exactly. And he got in his car and he drove off. So that was the last confrontation I had, was today, by me checking some grown man about acting like a little bitch over some money. Shit, if money's your problem, you got no problems. All right, let me see where else we're at. Okay. Tell him about the dude who took your son's bike. No, the glasses are fly. Thank you, Conway. I'm from 176 in Grand Concourse. All right, cool. Rob Lowe. Somebody's laughing with the popcorn. Oh, that is Rob Lowe laughing with the popcorn. Okay. JB the Jeweler, Big Chef 100. Excursions are a big gas guzzler than Hummers, I think. It's a gas guzzler, but it's a billboard. It's a driving billboard. So I'm going to be parlaying that experience with the money that's being spent on gas than I would be using to advertise the business. So it's going to be cost efficient. feminine attributes. Seriously. The dude found out he wasn't talking to a fool. Seriously. And then I guess the way I look, I have this hat on. I have on these tight shorts and all that. So maybe I look like a guy who has a couple of dollars. They were like, maybe he looked at me like, okay, he could give me some kind of advice. Let me check myself. So that was the last altercation. The dude found out he wasn't talking to a fool. This is true. It looks like LJ got a little antsy and maybe is beating me to this medicating opportunity that we were going to take advantage of. So I might have to say goodbye now. You are appreciated. Don't forget it's $Elvis-Rosenberg on the Cash App. So if you want to make me a better YouTuber, there's a really good way to do that by hitting the Cash App. Rob Lowe, you appreciate it. Boom.